So in this video, titignan po natin kung ano yung mga nangyari sa huling 5 naging IPO natin. Are you guys ready? Let's go! So medyo iba lang ng konti yung gagawin natin today, no? Instead of focusing on 5 stocks that are either trending or mga chart requests, I decided to look at ano na yung nangyari sa huling 5 naging IPO natin sa PSE, no? So in this case, it's gonna be BNCOM, FCG, CTS, CREIT, and HTI. Now, as you can see on the chart indicated below, sinama ko doon yung IPO price and the price where these IPOs are currently trading or these stocks are currently trading. Before we look at the charts, I think it's important na tignan natin where we are in relation to where we were. Now, yung BNCOM, ang IPO price niya was at 12.5. Right now, it's trading at 11.72. Ang FCG, 0.75. Now trading at 0.48. Wow, sakit. Yung CTS, trading at piso nung IPO. And then now, it's at 84 cents. CREIT was at 2.55. Now, nasa 2.45. And then HTI was at 1.5 and now we are at 1.05. So, yung 5 huling naging IPO natin, lahat down, no? And the reason why I wanted to look at this today is kasi very soon may lalabas na namang bagong IPO and ang dami pang nakapila along the way. So, hopefully, mag-serve to sa atin as a reminder na hindi porket IPO, ibig sabihin ay nakakamura tayo or nalilipad na kaagad yan. Yes, there are instances where it happens, and when it does happen, we're all happy about it. But, as you can see here, it doesn't always turn out that way. Diba? There are always opportunities na nabibigay ulit yung merkado kung sakali mang hindi tayo nakapasok sa IPO. And we're bullish those particular stocks. Alright? So, without further ado, tignan na po natin isa-isa yung chart nilang lahat. So let's start off with BNCOM, no? Etong BNCOM, kung titignan natin siya, essentially, it's ranging within this purple zone. Bakit yan? Kasi kung titignan natin, etong mga pinili kong areas, dyan tayo maraming support, maraming resistance along the way. Whereas kung kaya, dinoin ko siya sa extreme high, one touch lang yun eh. Okay? So eto, nag-hold siya as support and so on. So we can say na more or less, we are ranging between 11.7 hanggang 96, 98, mga ganon. Okay? With overshoots here and here. Okay, ano yung significance ng mga overshoots na yon? Significant yung overshoot kung sakali man na mabasag natin tong range to the downside or to the upside, they act as extra layers of support or resistance. Meaning, kung nabasag tayo to the downside, I won't be super bearish just yet hanggang mabasag natin tong low na to at 11.6. If mabasag yan, then ang expectation ko is baka balikan natin yung lows na ginawa natin dito at 10.2. Kasi after all, wala naman tong support eh. Eto, this was a very illiquid move and a very illiquid move up. Same banana. If we break above itong purple zone natin, then it needs to take out tong itong 12 pesos. And in this particular instance, for me, even yung 12.10, para mag-open up tong range sa taas between 12.10 to 12.3. And if mababasag tong 12.3, 12.58 yung next, and if mabasag yan, bagong high tayo. Now, I realize as I'm talking about all of this is, etong buong area na tinitingnan natin, it's not a lot. Parang piso lang yan eh. Wala pa nga eh. Diba? It's a very small move. That's why it's so hard to trade kapag ganito itsura ng mga chart. Kasi even if you have a clear range, that range is like 40 cents. Wala pa. It's like 30 cents in this particular instance. So it's not a tradable range here. If we can break higher, this isn't a tradable range. Even from 12.10 hanggang 12.58 isn't a tradable range. In the sense na your risk-reward parameters will not likely come out very clean. Meaning, the odds na magiging parang 2:1 yung risk-reward mo or even 1.5:1 will be very slim. Okay? So right now, dito sa BNCOM, gusto ko sana munang makita at the very least, is ma-retake natin yung IPO price natin. If we can retake the IPO price, then we can talk about this again. But where it is right now, it's in the middle of nowhere. And we're exactly saying na dito tayo sa middle of nowhere na to, kahit umangat tayo, nasa middle of nowhere pa rin tayo. It's like being caught in the middle of a desert. Yes, you can go past this dune, but there's another dune along the way. Diba? Puro bahangin pa rin. Yun yung problema. Yun yung problema sa mga ganitong itsura yung chart. Alright? But if we can at the very least retake yung IPO price and we can assess from there kung ano itsura ng chart, perhaps, maybe, yun yung sign na ready na tayo to go higher. But for now, okay, konting iwas-iwas muna tayo dito from a short-term perspective. Pero syempre, kung meron kayong fundamental bias dito sa Bank of Commerce, wala naman po akong magagawa. Lalo na if you've done the homework, if you've done the math, if you feel like you're purchasing this at a fair price, then go for it. But again, from a technical perspective, for me personally, wait mode muna to. Wait and see what happens before deciding what to do next. Next, tignan natin yung FCG. No? Now, FCG is trading at 48 cents. Currently, almost at yung all-time low niya ng 0.475. Okay, so, dun pa lang kitang-kita na talaga natin na bearish talaga yung itsura na itong FCG. Alright? Where it goes, nobody knows. At least I don't know just yet. I want to report more nice things about FCG. Honestly, I do. But mahirap I mean, I guess the best na pwede nating masabi dito is if we can start trading above 51 again, it opens up the possibility na we can trade within this range between 51 to 55. At the very least, we can say na tradable range yun. But even then, it's not exactly a stellar trade. It's not a grade A na trade. You know what I mean? It's not something that I would personally consider doing even if yan lang yung trade na available sa akin sa market. Okay? I think the best na makikita natin dito is if sana we can come all the way back, retake tong 0.55, then we can assess from there, mag-hold ba tayo, and if so, maybe we can start pushing towards 59, followed by itong 65, then 67, maybe. Alright, but that might likely take a little bit of doing, no? It might take some time bago natin mabalikan yon. Now, don't get me wrong, the market will do whatever it wants to do. Pwedeng bukas biglang nandyan na yan, wala naman tayong magagawa dun It will do whatever it wants. But from the way it's looking, dahil ang dami na niyang konso, baksak, it's gonna have a hard time moving back up. Okay? Kasi ang dami niyang pwedeng paguntugan Yun yung mahirap sa mga ganitong klaseng chart. Kapag marami ng instances na para nag-i-stair-step talaga siya, ang dami ng steps, all I personally see is levels of resistance na pwede natin paguntugan Diba? As I've told you guys numerous times in the past, I'm always about the risk. It's very rarely about the reward. It's all about the risk. Kasi yung reward outside of my control yan Pero yung risk, it's within my parameters of control. So I always look at risk factors. And right now, the risk factors for this are off the charts Yeah, we can always say na hindi ba maganda na nga bumili kasi all-time low na, ibig sabihin yan na yung baba, pwede na tayong tumulak. We don't know. It can keep going lower. And if it does keep pushing higher, let's say nakabili tayo and we push higher, ang dami niyang pwedeng paguntugan So it's really hard to assess tong FCG right now. Diba? But we're talking about it kasi it's important to know yung mga pwede nating ma-anticipate na scenarios sa mga IPOs na naganap lately. Kasi baka yun din yung pwede nating i-look forward to sa mga IPOs na magaganap in the next month or 2 or 3 or more. Okay? So, maganda rin na natitignan natin to para at least handa tayo sa mga potential scenarios na pwede nating makasagupa moving forward. Next, tignan natin tong CTS. Now, right now, CTS is trading at 84 cents. Hindi ko pa siya malagyan ng support kasi honestly, even from an hourly perspective, I'm not seeing na tapos na tayo mag-carve out ng bottom. I think from here, we might go deeper pa. So once na nabuo na yung structure ng maayos, saka pa lang ako makakapaglagay ng bagong level of support. Kasi for now, honestly, wala pa talaga eh. Right? Now, since wala pa tayong support, yung sasabihin ko when it comes sa where we are, pareho lang kapag nasa mga all-time lows tayo. Meaning, we need to wait for structure to develop before we can ascertain kung nakahanap nga ba tayo ng potential bottom. Kasi nga right now, it's just simply not there. Yung bullishness, for me, the earliest is kapag ma-retake natin tong 0.9 to 0.91 na area. If we can retake that, then that opens up the possibility na mabalikan natin tong 94 to 95 na area hanggang dito, no? And if we can break above that, then baka makabalik tayo rito sa 99 cents. Surprisingly, hindi siya nakahanap ng magandang support or inflection point sa piso, no? Talagang sa 99 cents, no matter how I try to look at it, yan talaga yung cleanest level. Okay? And if we can break above that, then 1.04 yung next level natin. Right there. Okay? But until then, there's really not much to do. Maaari na makakita tayo na mag-form to ng inverse head and shoulders, something like this over here. And if it does so, then that gives us parang an entry, no, a possible opportunity to form a trade idea, to form a decent trade idea with good risk-reward parameters built in. Kasi right now, it's simply not there. We're assuming na pwedeng mag-form to, pero pwede rin namang na hindi. Diba? So, we're just not there yet. Okay? Of all the, kumbaga mga mas maaaga na IPOs na nakikita natin, like this one, BNCOM, ito yung medyo mas hindi talaga ganun ka-okay yung chart for me. Yung iba, mga tinignan natin kanina, which is yung mga FCG, mga ganon, they've been around for a while, kahit papano. Ito medyo bago, that's why we needed to look at it from an hourly perspective, diba? So the best na I can compare it with would be BNCOM, kasi yun medyo magkalapit yung timeline nila eh. And between those two, I have to say, medyo mas bearish yung itsura na to. Now, kung kunwari naghahabol kayo na matrade tong CTS Global, again, I'm sad to say the best thing to do right now would be to just wait muna and see if an opportunity forms para sa atin para matrade natin to ulit. Next, pag-usapan natin tong CREIT, no? Now, where we are right now, essentially, binalikan natin kanina yung all-time low at 2.4. Tapos nag-bounce tayo and we're currently trading at 2.45. Right beneath this area of previous support turned resistance at 2.46. Okay? So, right now, the earliest na makikita natin na pwede nating sabihin na, uy, baka may possible reversal ng pwedeng maganap is if price can come back and trade above 2.55. Now, in this particular instance, kahit na paulit-ulit kong sinasabi na bullish kapag ma-retake yung IPO price, nagkataon lang talaga sa example na to na ganun yung nangyayari. Kasi kung makikita natin, it acted as support here, 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 and resistance there and there, no? So, we need that area taken out talaga, regardless of whether or not siya yung IPO price, para mag-open up ulit yung possibility na we can trade between 2.55 papuntang 2.63 followed by 2.68 na resistance next. Alright? Pero kung sabihin natin from here, mag-range lang tayo between 2.4 and 2.46, I honestly don't think there's much to do. It's not even a very tradable range, no? Pero kung nabasag yung 2.4 altogether at makahanap na naman tayo ng bagong all-time low, then it's gonna be more difficult and more time-consuming para maghintay na naman ng bagong structure na pwede nating pag-aralan kung saan pwedeng makahanap ng potential reversal along the way. Okay? Kasi mahirap yung sitwasyon niya ngayon eh. Diba? It's caught between a rock and a hard place essentially. It's caught in a very tight range. Nag-form tayo kung nasaan yung all-time low pero hindi pa natin nababasag yun. Alam din natin ano yung kailangan natin ma-break para maging mas bullish pero we're not exactly close to that either. So, mahirap basahin ngayon yung overall situation dito sa CREIT from a short-term perspective. Now, kung kunwari binili nyo to because naghahabol kayo ng dividends and this is the highest yielding as of this recording na REIT, no? Tapos, gusto nyong magdagdag dahil feeling nyo na sa value area yung price. Of course, who am I to stop you? Alright? Kapag napag-aralan nyo naman ng mabuti and you feel like price is at an area or at a level na fair value siya, na feeling nyo good bang for your buck from a fundamental perspective, then by all means, go ahead, no? Pero from a technical perspective, I honestly think the best thing to do right now would be to simply wait. And then finally, tingnan po natin yung HTI. Now, HTI right now, naglalaro siya sa range na to, between 95 cents hanggang 1.08. Bakit 95 cents? Kasi dito sa 95, makikita natin na nag-act siya as support here, resistance there, and support here along the way, no? So it's a very decent inflection point na pwedeng magkaroon tayo na expectation na if price does pull back to that level, ay magkakaroon tayo ng some type of reaction prior to the market deciding on what it wants to do next. Meaning, kung pumunta ba dito, mag-hold tayo, or pumunta rito, mababasag tayo at bababa tayo sa range na to from 82 hanggang 95, no? Yung upper end naman ng range natin, very obvious naman. It acted as support here, and here, and resistance here. So again, another very decent inflection point. So masasabi ko na right now yung range is between yun nga, yung 95 cents hanggang 1.08. Now based off of that, ano yung mga pwede nating expectation dito sa stock na to? If we can come back up and trade above 1.08, that opens up the possibility na mabalikan natin tong 1.17 as our next level of resistance, followed by itong small high na to at 1.19, and then yung extreme high na to at 1.23. Kung pati yan mabasag pa natin, then we'll rediscuss yung scenario ng HTI then, no? Pero for now, yun yung mga potential bullish scenarios na pwede nating abangan. Ang bearish naman is kung mabasag natin yung 95 cents, baka mangyayari nga is matrap tayo sa bottom range na to. Pero let's say ang mangyari is something like this, meaning we break below 95, mang-trap tayo ng traders, we come back up, test, mag-hold. Then kung ganito, baka mag-open up yung chance na ma-range trade to from 95 hanggang 1.08. Unfortunately, based on where we are right now, hindi ko pa nakikita yung path kung paano niya babalikan yung IPO price niya. And in that aspect, syempre medyo sad, no? Kasi alam ko maraming tao na bumibili at IPO price and they hope na we can start pushing from there. Pero as we've seen, that's not always the case, no? So paminsan-minsan talaga, things don't shake our way and that's just the way the cookie crumbles. Wala tayong magagawa. Ganun po talaga. Okay, so hopefully, we take a lesson from yung mga napag-usapan natin today and we can apply all of that moving forward. So guys, dito po nagtatapos yung video natin, no? I hope nakatulong po to sa inyo kahit konti and may natutunan kayo kahit papano. And if so, I would really appreciate it if you give this video a like and consider subscribing to my channel. And as always guys, maraming salamat po sa panonood. I really appreciate it. Good luck and happy trading!